Jquery is an extremely popular JavaScript library meant to make a number of common JavaScript tasks simpler via a consistent API across all browsers. In other words, Jquery makes your life easier. As of 2014, almost 62% of the top 100,000 websites all use Jquery, which is pretty incredible. Performing Ajax requests that work properly in every browser is, well, it's a big pain in the butt. Luckily, we can use Jquery's Ajax methods and leave some of the drudgery of supporting old browsers to Jquery. It's important to know that it's extremely common for developers to use libraries to write Ajax calls. There's no problem with using libraries to simplify the code you have to write, especially with something like Ajax. In order to use Jquery, we need to use Jquery Objects. And to do that, we'll be using syntax like you see here within script.js. We're creating a few variables over here, each of which has a $sign in front of them. Now this $sign doesn't mean anything. It's just a character that we're going to use to identify the fact that this object is a Jquery object. To select an object with Jquery, we'll start off with this $sign, which is a pointer to a Jquery object. And then within the parentheses, we'll pass in a string of the element that we want, where this $sign represents an ID. So in this case, if we want the Wikipedia element, we simply use the $sign to represent the Jquery object, and then pass in a string starting with this $sign or hashtag or whatever you want to call it, representing the ID of Wikipedia-links. Now, wiki element represents a Jquery object of the Wikipedia links element on the page. We'll be using two different methods for Ajax requests, the .ajax method and the .getJSON method. Both methods take in a URL and then some optional parameters. Check out the links in the instructor notes for more details on Jquery's different Ajax methods.